Hey guys, this is Charlie, and what I want to do in this video is kind of do a quick run through of this daily prompt sketchbook that I got from Walmart. It's called My Life in Sketches. And if some of you guys have been following me for a while, you guys know that I do like kind of daily videos of just me drawing random stuff. I have been learning how to draw, all the techniques, the shading, and all that stuff for about maybe like a year and a half now. I know I started this on April 18th, 2023, and I actually finished it April 17th, 2024. If you guys follow me here on YouTube or just anywhere, Instagram, TikTok, I did daily videos of each prompt. So what I want to do in this video is not necessarily redo the whole book, but there was a time where I took some time off from recording, and what I've found is that from day 69 to day 155, I didn't make any videos. I did continue drawing. I did continue with the book, and I actually did complete it. But these days right here is what I'm going to primarily focus on. To be honest with you guys, I actually going to try to go through it real quick because I started recording it, but it was already like 20 minutes in, and I was barely on day 13. So if you guys want to kind of see what I've been drawing almost every day here, the majority of these I have made little shorts and videos on other platforms. So if you guys want to check that out, just find my page and go through the videos if you want to. But like I said, with this video, what I'm going to do is kind of do a review on just what I thought of the book. So what I think of the book is it's actually pretty good. It doesn't matter what level of expertise, I guess, in art that you have. This is just a good book to kind of jot down your memories, your ideas, stuff like that. And the book does really good with its prompts. Like, it could be as simple as what's your favorite food, all the way to, I don't know, like something like what do you think is the meaning of life? It could really range, and it's a book that really makes you think. So I would recommend you guys trying it out, at least if you're into, daily prompt sketchbook, stuff like that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on day 69 because, like I said, I didn't make a video. So I'm going to go ahead and go through this real quick. And right away, what I should probably say is that another reason why I got into art was because I kind of went through a bad time in my life. Just, I don't want to get too much into it, but just mental health wise, I kind of was dealing with depression and stuff like that, and a lot of things. It was just easier for me just to, like, I can express it through art, so, and like I said, time has passed, so I'm doing much better today. But the reason why I didn't record any of these days is because, like I said, I was just going through some stuff, so I didn't really want to, take the time to set up the camera, all that stuff. So, but anyways, let's just get into it. Day 69. What do you think your friends think of you? And I drew a little devil face because, like I said, I was just going through some stuff. I just had a really low self-esteem, I guess. So I didn't really think too highly of myself at that time. Day 70, it'd be easier if I just leave this down. Day 70, something modern. I was just thinking more like plants, just a nice little vase with little, what are these called? Like those little elephant plants, I think. What do they call? I don't really remember, but day 71, something old that has become something old that has become new again. This is just something random, but I remember seeing a lot of videos on, like, I guess I don't know what to call it, like the hippies, I guess. I hope that's not offensive, but I guess just a lot of psychedelics, stay groovy, stuff like that were popular at that time. So what I did was just draw like a three-dimensional peace sign. See, the stay like groovy. Day 72, something that reminds you of home. So I'm from Arizona, and when my high school mascot is the Sun Devils, and kind of what it looks like, is the Sun Devils. Day 73, something from your last outing with friends. I don't quite remember where we went, but me and my husband got ourselves some chocolate, so this is just some rough sketches of some chocolates that I did. It wasn't really something I drew all the time, so I thought I'd try that out. Day 74, what you're cooking for dinner. I guess we had chicken pot pie, because that's what I drew right there. And like I said, this is all in pencil. In the very beginning, I wanted to focus just on pencils, just the shading, just stuff like that. I didn't really want to do color pencils just yet, so a lot of these sketches were all in black and gray. So you're going to see a couple outlines from the previous photos over here, but this is the pot pie that I drew. Day 75, something that represents what season it is right now. 4th of July, so I had to draw obviously some fireworks, some spectators here. Didn't want to put too much detail into it, so I just made them little silhouettes. Day 76, something that makes your day better. This one's kind of just self-explanatory. If you know, you know. So that's kind of what I drew. It's just a lighter with the flames with that in there. But I think it's kind of one of my better drawings, because this is when I was actually getting into shading and stuff like that. So I'm actually kind of proud of that picture. Now, some of these are going to be a little weird, and I just didn't know what to draw some of these days. So day 77, something new in your life. This might be a little too TMI, but I remember getting some new underwear. But that's what I drew. I know, try not to judge me, but that's what I drew. Day 78, what you most looking forward to at the end of today. I still do, but I play Royal Match, and this is the mascot. If you ever never played that game, you should try it out. Like, not sponsored, just a recommendation. Day 79, something you didn't expect to come into your life recently. I drew some crystals because it was clarity. Like I said, I've been working out some of my problems, kind of getting some insight on stuff that I was dealing with at the time. So I figured I'd draw clarity, and crystals I thought would kind of represent that, Day 80, if your day today became an actual living thing. So I drew this little sloth. It says I'm okay. If you can see, kind of his tears coming down. He's sweaty. I know it was like a kind of like a mentally challenging day that time. I'm assuming here, because I don't really remember. I wasn't really focused that time of my life, I guess. So that's what you get, a sloth that's sweating and crying. Maybe it's just sweat. I think it was just hot that day, to be honest. Day 81, something from your most recent dream or nightmare. Shadow in the dark. I think I had a nightmare. I didn't really know what to draw, so I kind of just did a shadowy scene with the word boo, the face, so kind of self-explanatory. Day 82, something from the last movie you watched. I remember I watched RoboCop, the 2014 one, so I kind of drew the mask. It doesn't really look like it, but you kind of know what I'm trying to draw there. Day 83, a design for something you like to invent. Now, this is tying back to, kind of mental health and stuff like that. So I drew a brain with this little chip, and I kind of wrote here this, like, controls moods, mental health, numbing effect, say, like, with the depression, it would be nice to have, like, an off switch, I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. So just being silly, just first time I actually drew a brain as well, so I thought that was kind of cool. I tried to make it as detailed as possible, kind of where I thought that this little chip would go, these little receptors, I guess. It looks like a little screw, but that's what I was trying to go for there. Day 84, something that is in your favorite color. Now, at this time, this is a vase. That's kind of why I had to do a vase. I put vase, but blue. Because, like I said, I was doing just pencil sketches at this time. And this is kind of by the time I was comfortable enough. It's like maybe I should start doing color pencils as well. So it's kind of the day I kind of realized that hey, maybe I should start coloring, because this prompt specifically says a color, So the vase itself is a blue vase that I actually have here in the living room. So it's not very detailed. I tried, but I just couldn't get it. Day 85, your favorite thing to do when you're bored lately. I just drew the Netflix logo because it's honestly what I do, just watch videos and shows. Today I mainly watch YouTube, but that's what I used to do. Day 86, a cartoon of your current mood. So I kind of wanted to do like an anime type of style because I never drew anime at the time, but I just kind of did like a half face into shadows, and then the sides I was kind of going for like the stitches effect, kind of like a teary eye, but it's stitches type of thing, and I thought it came out okay. Day 87, a tourist hotspot from your current city. So I'm in Springfield, and one of the places we have here is the Wonders of Wildlife National Museum, the Bass Pro, and this is kind of a, how would I put it, like my first attempt at a photorealism, I guess, because they have this statue out front and it's a building, so I kind of meshed it all together, and that's how it came out. All right, day 88, part of your life people rarely see. The reason I have this on here is because, well, one is it's very personal to me. Not really comfortable sharing it yet, but it's also very graphic, I guess. So I don't want to share it, and honestly, I don't even know if it's allowed anywhere, it's like on YouTube or anything like that. So I thought I'd just cover it up. But it's a hand like that. It was kind of one of the first time I actually kind of drew like a hand. Like human anatomy is very hard for me to draw. I'm still working towards it, but this is one of the few times I actually drew it out. Let me see what this says off camera real quick. Day 89, something you've been spending a lot of time with. So I found this image on the internet, and what it is a screaming person, and he has all these demons in him. Again, relaying back to the mental health part of this. It's very accurate of how I was feeling at the time, so I thought I sketched that out. And this is one of the very first detailed drawings I've ever done, and this is just what that is. Day 90, what your day feels incomplete without. So I drew a little rocker hand, so I very much listen to like rock, metal, so kind of just drew that on there. Day 91, a cruise ship destination. I've been to a lot of places, but Venice, Italy is kind of somewhere I wanted to go, and I thought I'd kind of sketch it out, with the water. I'm not sure what they're called, but the person that, they use a stick to kind of canoe yourself through the city. And so obviously I've never been there, so I'm not sure what they're called. It's very, very romantic from what I'm hearing. Day 92, a place you would rather be right now. I've never been, but the Disney World, I know they have like a Star Wars type of area, so I drew the Disney castle and the Death Star in the background. So I thought that would have been kind of cool. Day 93, the last thing you search on the internet. These are fleas. We have dogs, and we're just worried about fleas and kind of just flea killer stuff. I know it's yeah, but that's what I drew. Day 94, something you always forget when you're running late. I just drew a key. Obviously my keys don't look like that, but I thought that was a cool drawing of a key. Day 95, something you would buy if you won the lottery tomorrow. This is just silly. I really want to get like a Luke Skywalker, like a replica lightsaber, and that's what it looks like, so I kind of sketched it out. Day 96, an accessory you never leave home without. This is my watch. I actually have it with me right now, but this is what I drew here. Nothing too detailed. A lot of these, it's just kind of the off days that I was having, so didn't really want to draw too much detail into stuff. Day 97, what you see on your break today. Then, oh, I kind of remember this day. I remember there was a bird, and it must have caught a bug. I think it was a grasshopper, so I drew a grasshopper on there. Day 98, something right before you go to bed. It can be anything you see or thinking of. So didn't really know what to draw, so I just drew the ceiling fan. I know it's silly, but that's what I drew. Day 99, the last thing that scared you. So Bird Box Barcelona came out at that time, and I tried to draw the main character, but it came out like that. Because if you've seen the movie, you'll understand why. He wears like goggles and stuff for the majority. Day 100, something on your to-do list. This is grass. Like, I hate cutting grass every week or so. So this is what I drew. This is kind of what I just thought they looked like when they see me coming. Little sketch there. Day 101, go bird watching in your neighborhood and sketch a bird you see. What I did was just go on the porch, and the very first thing I saw was a cardinal. So that's what I drew on here. Yeah, you can tell that this is color pencils from here on out. This is the first time I actually got myself a set of color pencils. I think it was a Faber-Castell, the blackout edition or blacklight edition, something like that. Yeah, I actually have them here. This is what I got. This is one of them here. It is that one. But day 102, a knickknack you'd find in your house. So I have a little Gengar plushie, so that's what I was trying to draw. I didn't really punch in too much color. I'm still kind of learning the feel of it, how it lays down and stuff like that. Day 103, something you think smells good. I kind of drew a lily. Did it in color, and then I think this was with a charcoal pen, or I'm not entirely sure what. May have just been, no, it's too dark for pencil. It may have been charcoal or something. But day 104, the current exhibit at your local museum. This was at the local art museum. To be honest, I didn't really go there, but on the website they did mention blue on white is what the space is called, and it's kind of hard to see, but it's like dragons. And I did my best to try to replicate it, but that's how it turned out. Day 105, something on your desk right now. So my husband got me this little goat that screams. So that's kind of what I drew here. This whole thing kind of pushes down and it goes, you know. So day 106, part of the story from a book you're currently reading. So I was reading Mallory, which is Bird Box 2, essentially. It's different from the Barcelona. It's the actual continuation from the book, the first book, or the movie as well. They're kind of similar, but there's a scene where they get on the train, so this is kind of what I pictured, what the train looks like as it's flying by. This is just a random house, just the scenery, because it was kind of like out in the country, so. Day 107, something you're thinking about buying soon. So I drew the Apple logo because I think the iPhone 15 or something was coming out that time. So that's eventually what I end up getting. Day 108, something you realize you take for granted. So I titled this Another Day, but what I did was I did like a Southwest scene, because where I'm originally from in Arizona, there's a lot of desert, a lot of Mojave Desert, and like you ever seen Monument Valley, it's basically the same type of area. So that was my inspiration for this piece here. Day 109, what you were planning on doing on your spare time this week was just drawing. I actually, for my birthday, my husband got me a pair of the Faber-Castell, the Gold, what was it called? Gold Faber or something like that. Really good pencils, and that's kind of what I drew. The black around here is from the Apple, so kind of ignore that. Drew a little fox in there too. I don't remember if it was originally part of the pencil, but That was just something I doodled, I think, but the main focus was the pencil. Day 110, something you like about your work or school. So a lot of my deliveries, like I said, are out in the country, so a lot of people have dogs, and I remember seeing this particular dog there, so kind of one of my first times drawing the face of a dog. Day 111, a fresh bouquet of flowers. Same thing, just want to draw like a bouquet of roses, so that's what that looks like. Day 112, something growing well like a mushroom, weed, or ivy. So it's not there anymore, obviously, but at one point there was this really weird big mushroom thing that was growing in the backyard. I don't like mushrooms. I know a lot of people around here do, but I didn't really bother with it. Eventually, I don't know, I mowed it over or something, honestly, and that's kind of just what I pictured. It's actually just plain white, but I added more color to it here. Day 113, something you forgot to do today. So this is a charger, so I'm assuming I forgot to charge my phone or something, so that was that. Day 114, something that represents your faith or beliefs. This is kind of just a rough idea. Not really going to explain it much, but I am Native American, I am Navajo, so our beliefs kind of falls within prayers and Mother Nature, stuff like that. So this is just a sketch of a woman coming out of corn, like, what is it called? Yeah, I'm totally spacing out here. The corn, like the corn itself, the actual stalk of it, I guess. The bowl with what we do is we pray with pollen as well. So this is pollen here. And just a kind of a rainbow background. Doesn't really have a significance, but I think what I was trying to do was like a dark to like a night scene to a sun scene type of gradient here, if I remember right. Day 115, an idea you had recently. So this one, we went to Goodwill, I think. I found a plain box, like a yay or so box. I remember it was just plain, and I think I eventually drew on it. I did like a dog type of theme. I do have it here somewhere, I'm not sure, but this is kind of what I wanted to do. So I kind of put like lid is the moon, sky, shooting star, wood burning, but more detailed, I reckon. How original, front, woodsy with wolf, and kind of just a rough idea what I wanted to do with it, but I ended up taking a different route with that. Day 116. Some of the tools you use for work. All I have is my phone in my car, so I think I drew that before. So what I did was just focus on the navigation, so that's what that represents there. Day 117, a bottle you drank from, and include the label. It can be soda, wine, water, anything. So Coke, Coca-Cola, so that's kind of what I drew there. Day 118, something you enjoy playing with often. So this is one of the first time I actually drew a hand. I know it's a little wonky here, the thumb's kind of thick, but I know I drew hands before, but like in a different art style, I believe. That's what I'm trying to say. I remember some of those pens, you know how you can kind of click them, kind of like a fidget thing. That's in regards to that, that's what I was trying to draw, was a click of a pen. Day 19, the last brand mascot you saw. Android, I'm more Apple, but I don't know. I have a tablet that's Android, so that's probably why I drew the little Android dude there. Day 120, a scenario from your life this week. So obviously I had this covered up. Like I said, it's just a bad time in my life, and I kind of sketched out whatever that was in my mind at that time, and so I don't really want to focus too much on that. Day 121, a souvenir you recently got. My husband and I went to play putt-putt, and I remember it was called Pirates Cove, and this was the scorecard. Oh, I guess I spelled it wrong because, oh yeah, I see it there. I forgot the E. But yeah, I kind of had a thing there. Day 122, your most recent achievement. This one's kind of, it's a semicolon, kind of mental health, it kind of represents, a time when you, how can I put this? A time when you wanted it to end, but you decided to continue, type of thing. And I figured a semicolon would represent that. Day 123, something that sums up your life right now. Dumpster fire. I, like I said, it was a rough time, guys. So that's what I drew there. Day 124, the last unique experience you had, and something that reminds you of that. So I've been to Alaska before, and one of the excursions that I did was gold mining. So this is the gold mining pan. I was trying to draw dimensions. It just looks like circles, to be honest, but little gold coin there, the little gold kind of, I tried. Day 125, something architecturally interesting that you've seen recently. So a couple of years ago, I've been to Chicago, and I visited the Bean sculpture that's in town. You guys never been, this is a really great place to go, so that's kind of what I drew there. 126, your last indulgence was a Reese's cup, I guess, so that's what I drew there. Day 127, something that made you mad. It's a hot car, so I think it may have been a hot day, and I assume the air went out, so it may have been that I was trying to draw there. This is one of my favorite prompts. Day 128, anything you see with your non-dominant hand. So in this case, I'm a lefty, so I drew John Wayne with my right hand. And like I said, I wasn't really comfortable doing color pencils, especially with my right hand, so what I did was just draw them out. I have this book that has a John Wayne picture on there, so that was my reference photo for this. Day 129, something from your imagination. This one's getting a little personal, but it's just a bear guy here, and I got food, so it's a insider between me and my husband, so kind of just being silly on that. Day 130, a piece of artwork you recently saw somewhere. So here in town, they have the world's largest fork sculpture. So I think in life it really stands about 50 feet tall, if I remember right. It is quite tall, so I kind of just drew that out here. Day 131, create your own sketch by staging random things to create a piece of art. So this is an underwater scene. The turtle is a little plushy thing that I have. Scissor kind of make it look like another type of fish, I guess. And then just a book, just kind of, you open book and out comes out the possibilities, so that's kind of what I was going for here. Day 132, something close up that is part of your daily life. Something close up that is part of your daily life. Yeah, so, sorry, I had to really think about this one, but it's a match. I did a close-up of a strike match, with the flame and all that, with the smoke. It kind of turned out a little dark now that I'm looking at it, but this is what I was drawing. Day 133, something personal. So, I used to have a pit bull. His name was Yato, and unfortunately, he passed away a couple of years ago, and Yato was a blue nose pit, so he was more gray, but I kind of added more color to him, but this is roughly what he looks like. Day 134, what you see when you go people watching. So this is funny. So let me explain what this is. This is just a random panhandler. Everywhere I go, especially just in the city, I'm sure it's the same everywhere else, but you got people begging for money and all that, which I understand, homelessness is such a big deal, but there's some of those people that really go all in to really try to get you to, feel sorry for them and all that. So I drew this just random person, and I put, I'm from out of town, I ran out of gas, do you have a couple spare bucks to spare? And the funny thing about this is, like, no joke, the next day, this actually did happen. Like, some guy really gave me the sob story of it, and I felt bad, so I gave the guy like $1 or $2. So it's funny that I drew it previously, and the next day it actually did happen. So Day 135, what you feel or comes to mind when you reflect on your life so far. So what I drew was just a person and his brain out with, this is actually like a futuristic type of surgical tool kind of working on a brain, have little metal components kind of relating back to a previous prompt about, a previous prompt that I did about like kind of inserting a kind of like a chip or something that will help, like an off switch, I guess, for anything in regards to mental illness, and that's kind of what I drew with that. Day 136, your screensaver. So at the time, I like color, like like a lot of neon type of stuff. So at the time, I did have a like a zombie hand type of thing. So this the inspiration for that. Day 137, something you feel close to right now. I put a color pencil bag my hubby bear got for my birthday. So this is actually here, just a little pencil bag that I got, but this is what the art on it looks like. Day 138, where you wish you were in this very moment. I put anywhere with a dessert buffet. It's just a table with random desserts on it, so I'm a foodie, so I can't help it. 139, something you recently shared with a friend. So I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember exactly what the dream was, but I remember it was almost like a nightmare. It was dark, so I drew myself sleeping and the skeleton kind of Green Reaper type of drawing that I did here. Yeah, like I said, it was dark times, guys, so that's that. Day 140, one of the first things that comes to mind when you think about the future. Honestly, this one I have no idea I'm assuming it's with balance. So there's a lot of like peace, there's love, there's books. I'm assuming it represents knowledge. Elephant, balancing on this emoji ball thing here. I'm assuming it was for balance. I don't really remember exactly what I meant by that. Some of these are funny though. Day 141, something new you want to try. I put something new you want to try, ... once, drunk or drugged up. And picture of me skydiving. I'm not a thrill seeker, so I don't know why. Even to this day, I still want to like skydive. I still want to maybe do like a bungee jump type of thing, something with adrenaline rush. Like I'm not one to get on a roller coaster. That's how bad it is. But for some reason, at least once in my life, I want to do something like that just to say I did it, Day 142, a real or fictional scene or character from one of the shows you watched recently or currently. So this is Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece, the Netflix version of it. Kind of the first time I did not first time, but it was one of the portraits that I did. I think I did all right. I mean, kind of see who it is. So, Day 143, something to help you feel better. I put my techie bear. That's what I call my husband too, because he's very much into technology and stuff. But this is him. This is my rendition of him. Day 141, something that is changing or transitioning around you. I put autumn pushing. What did I put? Autumn pushing that summer out of the way. Like I said, it's just a leaf that's autumn when the leaves are turning. And then summer's coming through. I know it's spring, so not exactly sure what I was going for, guys, but it's just like a seasonal thing, like a withered type of look to a, it's flooring, it's green, so I think that's what I was trying to go for there. Day 145, a wish you make right now. I put to be happy, just a happy face. I kind of remember this day, I was just feeling really low, just everything was just bad at the time, so that's what I drew. 146, a part of you that has changed over the years. So this is just me being dramatic, but I put my heart, and it has a realism type of heart here, but it's not like in a bad way. It's just my thinking over the years kind of changed. Just growing as a person is what I'm trying to say here. Day 147, something small but significant in your life. So I don't have it on me here, but I remember I got this little thing that pops up. It's an eraser, but it has the roller thing on it that picks up all the little pieces that come off of it, so it kind of cleans up your art for you. And this particular one had a duck on it. It came with like raccoons, with cats, dogs. It had all different things on it. It says my eraser on there. So day 148, a source of frustration recently. I remember the battery died on my car, so I drew a battery. Pushy's dead, you know. Trying to find some humor in these times, you know. Day 149, something that makes you think of your family. Like I said, I'm originally from Arizona, so I had to draw this state outline, the state flag, and where I'm from in northern Arizona, we don't really have this type of cactuses, but I know when people generally think of Arizona, they think of the tall standing cactuses, so that's kind of what I drew here. Day 150, take a walk with no specific direction or destination in mind. Now sketch where you ended up. So there's here in town, there's this abandoned property on Kearney Street, which I guess it used to be like a ice cream shop or something like that, because there's this little thing that stands there that looks like a scoop of ice cream. That's what I always assumed was just an ice cream shop. I never really looked into it, but I remember seeing that. Day 151, a hobby you want to try but haven't. Archery, because you know, not as a sport, but just to, you know, hit a little foam target or something, you know, just to try. It's always been something I've always been interested into, so that's what I drew there. Day 152, something boring about your life. So grass, like I hate cutting grass. It's like almost daily. That's what I drew here, was the mower and the grass being cut down. Day 153, your last Monday as a person or thing. So I put just chilling in Cedar Rapids. It's a meme, if you guys know. So just draw this random person, 420. Day 154, something that will cheer you up next time you're feeling down. I drew a Dr. Pepper, kind of just a rough sketch of it there. And finally, yep, day 155. This is the last day that I didn't really do a video for, so we're kind of all caught up here. But this is the last thing you wrote with wheels. It's just a bicycle. That's what I drew on there. Then from here, day 156, I started doing videos again. So a lot of these are up on my profile under shorts or whatever other platforms. They're all there. But overall, this book was pretty fun to do. And, you know, if you just want to try a daily prompt type of book, I would recommend this. It's called My Life in Sketches. It's at Walmart. They have it every time I look for it, so I'm sure it's still there. Overall, it's good. Like, a lot of the prompts, they make you think. Like, it's not like, hey, draw a flower. It's more like, how are you feeling, or what do you think of this, what do you think of that type of thing. And it's a good way to kind of document your life and stuff like that. So overall, this book was pretty good. I'm glad I did it. I finished it April 17, 2024, and I started April 18, 2023, so it was roughly a year. I remember, I think it was a leap year. I think that might have been why it was a little off, but overall, this was good. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. And thank you guys.